or around the flanks and then going like the stairs that they go up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Just watch how we do that. So go on the right side there. Okay, so first of all, just see what they're okay, they don't have a tracer, they don't have a flanker, they have more of a Hanzo here. So okay, I'm just thinking when we're looking at this fight here, is there anything we should be doing like even now is our position like what kind of position we should be taking instantly? Or like what kind of area wanna control right now?
Try like the high ground podium thing on the right side.
Right side. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that right side from here, we're looking to control this high ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. So first of all, if you look at this side here, what is the issue there? What do you think?
I wasn't there.
Wasn't there. Okay. So how to solve this here? What we can do to like be faster, basically, because the main problem your team's fighting for the high ground. Now we're kind of not able to because of where we at. Yeah, even here, yeah, when the fight starts, we should be sort of one blink away, right? So that is the thing which we wanna look at, kind of making sure we, when we're fighting, we have most of your blinks, we have the recall, and you have the HP basically. Okay. So what we can be doing so we have those kind of resources when your team starts the fighting for this space.
Just be a bit closer. Really.
Just be a bit closer. So playing closer to your team, like here-ish, kind of? Or you want to still control this space?
Hold the second space.
Hold the second space. What do you think about controlling this left side space as well? Is it possible?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, there are multiple solutions to what you do. You either want to be faster on this rotation. If let's say you do this, you want to be faster. Or you're gonna be using another space. So if you compare this space to this space which you're using, what do you think what is the better one? What are maybe pros and cons of each space? What's your opinion?
The right side there's slightly more cover, but it takes longer.
Right
But
side? Right side
yeah.
here, slightly more cover. Okay, but it takes a little bit longer. Do you have a lot of potential, so to speak, because you want to get on the flank, yeah, be kind of from behind. Think about the resources, yeah. How do you get behind effectively? It's through this rotation, right? So it's kind of the fastest, or maybe we can go all the way right, but it's really long, right? So you either start here, well, you can kind of choose to play in these columns here, which can work potentially, but this is the space where it's easier to poke you, I think. So even when you start here, see all these boxes we can play around. Maybe we can play around this wall and close the gap. See, this is the wall, the closest wall we have to the fight on the high ground. But at the same time, because you have it, you're not gonna get poked, and that means you can effectively participate in the fight. So see, this is like more openish kind of, yeah. So see, with the tracer, you want to kind of have more corners and easier time to engage with the enemies. So basically, you don't want the enemy to poke you as much, sort of, and that's why I think this might be a little bit concerning if you're fighting for the high ground. If you're fighting for the point, then it will make sense to do this rotation, because now you have short range corner which you can engage from. So here to here, or like maybe here to here, we're just one blink away. But if we're looking to engage on these guys, now we'll have to use a couple of blinks, yeah. But we want to maximize the amount of our resources, so just pay attention. Let's just only pay attention to the resource part, yeah. The resource part, we can solve that with the positioning mostly, and obviously timing can also be beneficial if you time it right. Yeah, the pressure is not on you, so you're not getting your cooldowns first. So yeah, playing even here, starting here can make sense, but you have to communicate with your team. Sort of, let's say they want to fight for this high ground, maybe you want to let the enemy team in slightly, which actually makes sense because they have a Mei, so you can bait out a wall, and then you can fight there, or you can rotate all this way around. That does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the important notes for us: don't wanna get poked. Have as many blinks as possible, and then we want to be one blink away, or at least make sure you can kind of, yeah, it's kind of similar, have as many blinks as possible. It's either you have all your blinks, or just one blink should be used to like close the distance. This is ideal because most of your blinks should be just used for the fighting part. Okay, so now unfortunately we're kind of late and your team dies, so we're still getting value and fighting these guys from back, which is nice. It just felt like maybe taking side a different position can be nice, or it can also, because it's a scream environment, you can solve it that way. Yeah, because let's say your team says we want to fight with the high ground, but we're still controlling the point. Yeah, then it might make sense for your team to slow down when you're setting up this flank. Yeah, if you want to look to control this space. If not, if you're looking for a short fight, then doing something like this makes more sense. It's because it's all about communication. What your planning is, you can adjust depending on that. But the problem is we kind of definitely late. Yeah, there's no always one answer to what kind of space you want to hold. But you know, understand. Yeah, with your communication, what the space your team's fighting for. Maybe some ideas like can they let you to kind of go a little bit deeper, or they want to fight straight away. If you fight straight away, fighting the left side makes more sense, I think. I still cap the point, but eventually we're gonna recap. Okay, so this position is concerning. So see, we're fighting this side now. Okay, we're fighting this group of people, right? So if we're looking to pincer, yeah, you mentioned want to look to pincer an enemy as much as possible. Can you do that here even potentially?
If you blink around the right side, possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Or the left side as well. Yeah, so see, you have multiple options, but now you're fighting from the same side where your team is and making it really easy for everyone to aim, especially the Hanzo. It's a one-shot threat, so there's a high potential he can shoot the Lucio and shoot you straight away, or shoot you straight away and shoot the Lucio. Your idea, a lot of times, because we're playing Tracer, is to throw an enemy crosshair away from the main core, because you have a lot of mobility. Technically, if I'm fighting at A, or like I'm at B, if this guy is trying to aim at me, now it requires much more effort for him to move the crosshair to this main angle where your main core is, where your team is. So always leaning towards some sort of pincer, some sort of flank. The right way to describe it is just looking for 180 flanks. 180, what that means is your team is there, yeah, and let's say you here, this is like 180. Yeah, you completely can turn the enemy team's attention around. 180 to 90, this is what we're looking for. So let's say I'm like maybe this B1, this is kind of perpendicular to where my team is fighting, which is also nice. Or let's say your team is fighting like again this way, and you may be at this position B1. This is also perpendicular kinda. Yeah, you want to throw an enemy aim more and turn them around more. So 180 is ideal for you though. You want to always lean towards 180, so they turn around more. That's the main point of why we do pincer the start of the fight too, because a lot of it is just about attention, and it's also easier for you to get kills too. Does it make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so 180 to 90. Okay, and yeah, it's also gonna be much easier for you to use your resources. If you just look at the resource management, yeah, it's, for example, like here we're blinking around, but then there's just a lot of times no no point to do that. So we if we look at your blink here, for example, let's just break this down. So why do we blink to the right now? What is the point? Because we're trying to dodge the knife, or what is that exactly?
I can't remember, to be fair, but I think it's just trying to get to cover, or just out of the way.
Just trying to get the cover, yeah? So see, your idea then is, because cover is like your first shield. Like your first the cover just allows you to not use blinks as much. Basically, you want to try to use cover as much as possible to close the gap. So let's say I'm here, close the gap, or like here, close the gap. Now you have your blinks, you can fight. You don't have to use as many blinks as well, like on the open. So you don't have to dodge as much stuff. Also, don't forget, corners allow you to kind of minimize the threats. Yeah, you're not gonna maybe fight the Hanzo or Kiriko at the same time. You can just fight these people if you want to. Or you can just fight the Hanzo also if you wanna not be exposed to Junker Queen and Lucio, yeah? Then let's say you play like behind this side. This is nice. But yeah, cover allows you to save blinks. First of all, it's always gonna be setup first. Yeah, setup first, get to the cover, maybe here, fight after, they start turning around, and then you use blinks. Yeah, this is the main idea. Blinks for dueling. Not blinks should be there for dueling, always.
Okay.
Now exposed to too many threats, and yeah, it's really difficult. You're not throwing the enemy's team's attention away, which is a mistake. You making it easy because you are sticking to your main core, just playing at the same angle. You still can play close to the main core. It's just you gotta take a different angle because you have mobility. It's kind of same as Genji, but as Tracer you can go deeper because you have more mobility tools, more blinks.
Yeah.
It's like sweet dashes. Yeah. Okay. How our setup should be looking like, where we should be going towards. So see how we're getting poked here when we're trying to rotate?
Yeah.
Okay. So how to avoid getting poked, where we should be going towards?
Either go around right side, like the right little route.
Yeah, right side possible. Yeah. If we're fighting for this space here, why not? Yeah. Let's say you're fighting for the high ground. Let's say the enemy team, the kind of position around the top, then where you would go?
Far left.
Yeah, possibly. Far left is okay. Or, as I mentioned, another solution can be your team can wait for you to do this rotation and then kind of set up. But this is really long, I think. Just fighting, going for the left side makes sense. But now it's kind of we go in left side when the fight is on point first. And second, we out in the open. But we want to blink, kind of use corners, yeah, as much as possible. Corner to corner to corner setup. Get to the closest corner, which allows you to engage and then fight. But now we get to the closest corner, like maybe here, we don't have blinks and we already got poked, which is the problem. You wanna have most of your HP, make sure you have all your blinks. Okay, maybe, this... Well, this sort of can work, but now, yeah, we out of blinks as well. See this as well, when you're shooting, you just shooting the entire clip. So look at how we aiming at this Lucio, for example. See how a lot of your bullets are just missing?
Yeah.
So it's just, the first clip is good, but the second one, we kind of have our bullets, they are not on the Lucio. Some of them, they are on the target though, which is good. But now most of those are missed, and the problem with this is because your reload time is kind of long. Actually, what you want to be doing is to make sure you have this better trigger discipline. That is something what we maybe discussed even for the Genji, but it looks like this. Basically, when we are fighting with the Tracer, instead of just shooting when you cannot aim at the target, there is just multiple reasons why you can't hit the target. Maybe the target's moving too fast. Maybe it just you got nervous or something like that. Maybe they're using cooldown. But the main idea is when you cannot hit the shots, when you know it's really hard for you for some reason, then just don't shoot at all. So instead of like aiming, and then when you aim like thinking okay you can't hit the shot, instead of just shooting even more. So like this, yeah, like kind of, yeah, when you jiggle around, yeah. Instead of doing this, you want to make sure you wait and then keep crosshair on the target after. So it's gonna be like this. So let's say I'm doing this, maybe I blink, okay, I wait, I don't shoot instantly, but then I wait, okay, like this, yeah, but to readjust my crosshair instead of doing kind of this when you just throw your entire clip. So it's like this, yeah, more precise. You wait a little bit longer. Yes, it might seem like you're losing damage, but it's not. You do a lot of damage if you hit your bullets, and at the same time you training this better trigger discipline, which allows you in the long term, because you are doing this, you can be faster just like readjusting your crosshair and then shooting when it matters. You see, like top tracers, they're really good at this. They stopping when they know it's really difficult for them to hit the shot. It might be half a second, it might be even less, but you gotta recognize it. And then at the start you will be slow at this, maybe like trigger discipline, just hitting the shots. It might be feeling a little bit slow, but then the more you do this, the faster you're gonna be. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just waiting to shoot when you're not confident that you're gonna hit the shots. Yeah, make sure the cross is on target and then shoot that. Yeah, like there. Yeah, let's say I know, okay, this target I can't hit for some reason, then I can wait and then shoot them again. Okay. It just helps to increase the damage output, generally speaking. Yeah, maybe let's watch a little bit more and then we can do a live game, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's just watch any part here. Oh, we switched to Hanzo.
Yeah.
Is there a part where we play Tracer as well? Okay, so
I do on Lijiang Tower. I know that.
Okay, maybe we can finish through the first map then. Finish with the first map and then we can do the live. Okay, so we're kind of sticking to our team. So see, this time, can we use it to do something right now? Your team is just regrouping. Yeah, that makes sense. You can wait for someone, but you have to be with your team here when you're waiting to engage. What do you think?
No.
Where we should be going?
On and off angle.
What kind of off angle you want to go for?
I want, say, like near the Hanzo, to be fair.
Yeah. See, if you're fighting for the high ground, it seems like you gotta do that, probably. You can just look to set up, go on the off angle, maybe all the way left. Yeah, take your time. And some of the enemy's attention, by the way, even in the poke phase when the team is regrouping, it's gonna be on you. But, because your Tracer can easily survive, and while you're surviving, you just, looking to bait their attention, even when your team is regrouping, because you're baiting their attention. Let's say they chase you, there's big chances you can make it easier for your team to go in, and maybe you can let kind of force these guys to give up some positions as well. Maybe you use resources on you. So if you can do that effectively, like set up the angle, yeah, maybe even just invest the time. Let's say they're all the way on the left, yeah, you have time to do this long rotation on the right side. You can do that, to be honest. And if the enemy chases you, you can always escape. If they chase you all around, your team just takes the point, and you can leverage their spawn as well. So this is all nice. Yeah, this is exactly the time when your teams are grouping. Do this long rotation. Yeah, always. Teams are grouping. It's a Tracer. There's a big chance you can set up still, because you're really high mobility character.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You're waiting to regroup. You want to take slightly different position. And now, because you're not set up, see where we at. Now when we engage in the fight, not only you not set up to do damage, but we're also engaged with just almost zero blinks. So it's like 1, 2 to close the gap. Yes, there's a Kiriko ultimate, good, but we're not able to do damage, and that's the big problem. You wanna damage somebody when this is happening, yeah? And better setup helps you, yeah? Let's say you were sneaking around there and just use one blink here when your Kiriko does this. You can instantly maybe kill someone, maybe you finish the solution, maybe you go on Hanzo, maybe you go on Kiriko, yeah? That depends who your team's focusing on. Probably just seeing, okay, who is easier to kill at the same time provides kind of big threat, yeah? Maybe fighting the Hanzo would make sense because he's flanking, he's kind of isolated. You can just go on him, but you see, this is just about the setup there. Yeah, it just feels like we kind of on the main, and we're not really committing to fight anybody that much, and we like, because you play out in the open, exposing to expose to too many angles, you get your resources first. Yeah, you just gotta also keep this in mind. Yeah, when you're flanking, pincering, so we mentioned 90, 180, corner. Why this is good as well is because you're not gonna get poked as much. Now, the Mei can shoot you, the Junker Queen can shoot you, the Hanzo can shoot you, the Kiriko can shoot you. So this is a big problem for the Tracer. You wanna, because you're duelist, you're really good at 1v1s, then position yourself so you're able to take those 1v1s. Yeah, let's say I'm fighting this Mei, I'm here. I should be like here. Yeah, maybe I can hug this corner. Let's say I'm fighting this Kiriko, I can maybe like hug this corner. I'm fighting this Hanzo, I can hug this corner here. It's always should be something you fight. You can't fight everybody at the same time because you're really squishy. So one angle at a time, fight one sweat at a time while doing this 90 degrees to 180 corner. Okay, let me see. Do I have any visual example? And then we can do the game. Because I saved something probably for the Tracer. Let me see. Okay, Tracer flanking. That's what we need. Yeah, taking flanks. Okay, so maybe we can watch this. Yeah, I don't know. For example, yeah, this can be anything. Okay, so I think there's just the front is streaming, so it's quite easy to save those examples. But if you watch, this is me. What's that map called? Esperanza?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just forgot.
Oh.
Okay, so we can notice he has his team. Probably they're gonna be fighting for the robot. So your idea is to set up the pincer, kind of go for 90 or 180 flanks. Yeah. So where you think he's gonna set up if you want to fight for this kind of area there?
On the right side, near the benches, if you know what I mean.
Right side, possibly. Yeah, this can be possible. However, they're kind of the same situations. They're limited angles he can take. It's kind of similar to this map which you played on Pennsylvania, Antarctic. Sorry, because you're on the right side. Now you only have this one weird rotation that you can take, and there's a high chance you can get poked. So usually they're looking good tracers looking to take like all the way left rotations. Well, this is like still kind of really what's that called, linear. Maybe there's like only one side he can come from, but this position, what's the advantage of that is that you can do multiple things from there. Now you can drop, you can go left, you can go right, but if you go just right side, all the way right side, then you can only kind of fight from that space. It's really difficult for you to do anything from there. Like here you just have more options what you can do. Yep, so we're fighting like pincering like this and fighting for the important position too. Yep, it's kind of similar to the Antarctic. When we fighting for the top left, there's a better position to fight for, so that's why you can lean towards the left as a tracer, just take that left angle too. Okay, so we can notice he's pincering, but then he goes back, and then notice how he is isolating the threats he's fighting with, though. You don't want B to maybe exposed to the main, but he being exposed to only Tracer, so he's positioned this way. Or we can try to go towards, yeah, like let's say this Tracer again, even using the robot to cover ourselves, so we're not gonna get pressured from the main angle as much. Okay, now he's fighting Sigma, he recognizes that too many threats, so he has to go back. Now see, he's looking to isolate to fight with the Tracer only, but he has really low HP, so he has to recall. But this is always important, isolating the threats you're fighting with and looking to pincer, even when your team is just dead. When your team is waiting to regroup, you can set up first. See, he lost the fight, but he's not going backwards to his team, but he can even leverage the enemy spawn to kind of just set up for the better fight in that poke phase. Yeah, you can just use that poke phase to take better position. If the enemy team is gonna chase him, he can escape. So this is quite good. Yeah, for example there, yeah, the Tracer is looking to fight him, but he can take that duel because it's just 1v1. So this is all good. If there are more members, then he gotta be more cautious. Yeah, like there was a mistake because there's a Surgeon and Mercy, so he don't want to fight this because this target there, they are not even distracted with his team yet. His team is not even pressuring right now, so this is just a mistake. You want to play it a little bit slower or maybe do better scouting. Okay.
Yeah.
So see, okay, his team is gonna fight maybe on the main there. Again, our first priority is to set up and then look to take the shortest corner, yeah? The corner which allows you to not get poked and just get in a fight with almost full blinks. From here, he will not have to use blinks at all, or he will have to only use one blink to fight. And you can see it here, yeah? It's kind of one blink to fight. And then he's fighting this Baptiste. He can maximize his pressure this way. His team still dies, but this is good. At least he can stop the robot for a little bit. Yeah, okay. Does it make sense, everything what I mentioned, or any questions?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, we can do one game then and see how it goes.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Then let's see, watching stream. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, let's just make sure we. Oh, this map is gonna be difficult, but you can try still. You have this potential positions you can use. See, mostly teams are looking to fight around this high ground on the main. So what you can do is just set up in the building in the back. Maybe you can just sneak there when your team is looking to engage. You can look to pincer from there and fight the enemy. Just constantly look to flank. Always look to flank. Get this 90 to 180 corners. It's gonna still be the same.
Yeah, okay.
So flank and make sure you're not gonna get poked.
So this building, right?
This is kind of 90 corner. You can see this building in front of you. You can sneak there. Oh, this is better because this is 180 corner. Yeah. So you can like sneak around there and then just start on top or something because you can deny the Widowmakers coming and then you can also deny their flankers coming as well.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. To see who you're shooting, try to prioritize the squishes, like this Sojourn. If they're isolated, they're easily killable for you. This is good. just get healed, and then you can go back to those angles again. Yeah, maybe go all the way left or some. See how you can do this 90 to 180. Always prioritize setting up first. Yeah. That's fine. Try to do the same and see how that can go.
Yeah, okay.
The fight is gonna be around the corner. Maybe you can sneak around those left spaces. Maybe use the right building or something like that. Just always like 90 to 180 ideally. Yeah, this is good. That's fine.
Yeah, just trying to contest there.
Yeah, that's okay. Mm-hmm. That is fine to fight the Zen. I like how you close the gap, just the timing slightly off there. Make sure your tank is in, because it's Orisa especially. He has a lot of defensive. You can use this to ride the aggression, and then you can engage after.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is good. Okay, now look to set up. You have the time. Maybe you can, I don't know, sneak around the building or something. Yeah. If they're fighting, just make sure that you scout as well. Like, maybe somebody engages too early, but yeah, like this. Not as who's easy to kill, isolated. That's your first priority. Like this guy there. This is quite good. Okay, you can set up. See how you engaging though. Instead of just blinking out in the open space, make sure you go from corner to corner. So you rather avoid just unnecessary poke damage if that's gonna happen. Because if they turn on you too early, then you're gonna get poked. But because you go from corner to corner, you're not gonna get poked as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, see there? Yeah, this is better. You kind of blink to the corner instead of to the open. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good. Nice. Don't forget, when you have your blinks, try to use them first so you avoid the damage, but... Because your recall should be like the last tool.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just try to stall the point, maybe get some kills done, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's alright. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, nice. You can take HP back. Oh.
My bad.
No happens.
Ah.
I can just walk there. You could have walked and then I think grab the HP pack and then after you can re-engage. That's fine.
Yeah.
See how you can set up the 90 to 180 here still. Maybe you can go all the way
Okay.
right side. Or some... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that.
That's fine. See how you can persist there still, yeah. Try to, especially if you have spawn advantage, just try to get kills. That's alright. See what they're gonna do an attack. It might be challenging an attack. You have to be really smart. You have to think about maybe going the right side building, for example. Then you can try to go under the bridge, use those spaces. Yeah, it's always kind of set up first. Yeah, make sure to do this 90 to 180. This map requires really long setup from you though, because it's a long range map. So you have to invest more time. But this can pay off. See how is that gonna go. It's challenging, but you can try still.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just playing like Tracer's meta now. I want Genji to become meta again.
Honestly, Tracer has always been a good hero because she's just pretty high skill ceiling. There's always good been a need to like, especially in professional teams, someone has to play Tracer, like good Tracer. So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, see how you using those short range spaces. Yeah, set up first, kind of go from one space to another. Like here it requires to use a lot of blinks, but you can try to go on the building and or some like see this under. Yeah, oh, this can also work. There's
Just following the Moira.
yeah. This can work. I would prioritize the blinks under though, because here you have more chances to get poked. So be careful. Yeah, like there. You have HP packs as well, and then you can go all the way left. Yeah. And fight this Zenyatta. That was close, that was close. It's just your first attention should be towards fighting the squishies. Instead of fighting that Orisa right away, we just instantly should be okay. Going all the way left, seeing, oh, maybe there's Zen, fighting him. Just prioritize
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Yeah, see how you can set up there. A bit too easy to get poked. Like from here it's easier. You can fight the you can fight the backline without getting poked as much. Like this is how you can play. Yeah, using this downstairs. Just look for trades or just reset. By the way, this time, let's say your team dies, you can even try to go all the way towards your spawn. Towards the enemy spawn, and just set up there. This way you can create the chaos just so they're gonna try to chase you, they're gonna try to look around, and because they do that, your team can walk easily.
Yeah, okay.
Try to use the Space Hunter instantly instead of using the top, because from there you can get poked. Now, see from here, yeah, you can try to go the backline, try to pulse. Okay, they're using Transcendence, that's fine. That's okay, yeah. Maybe you have time to set up in the... Oh, okay, maybe not.
No.
I don't think you can.
No, it's stuck.
Yeah, this is one of the most difficult maps to play Tracer, so don't worry. But this is a good challenge still. If you're doing the right thing, if you just really polish that, even this map, it can be winnable.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, maybe doing this now is okay. It's okay because she's just one alone. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nice. Try to isolate who you're fighting with. One target at a time.
Yeah, I'll just take cut.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh shit.
That's okay. See, this space under, maybe you can engage from there, just like good at going up the stairs. Maybe you can try to also go to the right side. Yeah, there are multiple options. See where the enemies are, though. But you definitely use this kind of space under first. And from the space under, yeah, like, because you rotate this way. And then you go towards the under. Yeah, like this. Yeah. This is good. Now you're not gonna get poked as much. But make sure you set up, yeah, to kind of fight from the 90. Yeah. Like... This is fine. This is fine. One more fight. You already died. See, this is more frontline. Lean towards the 90 or no, 180. See if you can do that. So because you're also cutting off the enemy defensive rotation too. If you do that, like this is definitely much better. Yeah. Constantly doing this. So now they have to choose. They either deal with you or deal with the enemy. I mean, with your team, the other group. Okay, set up first. Still, you can maybe sneak around the corner. See, sneak around their spawn or something. You can always do that. Just get the closest range corner you can. Sneak around. And once the... Yeah. This one... You wanna... Yeah. Oh, you still kill her.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, look the setup. You can take the top, usually. This is good. So it's the best opportunity for you to pincer someone. So there's 180. And you can sneak around the corner once your team's fighting, you can fight. Now, see, just look to scout. Yeah.
Further. There you go.
Uh-huh. Good. I like it, yeah, nice. You can try to prevent the res. Good job. And still lean towards the 90 or 180.
Oh, yeah.
Don't stick to your team. Just play. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, it's winnable.
Yeah, that bit was way easier.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you can still pay attention to maybe like God started to do the same, but then just try to pay attention to your trigger discipline a little bit more. Make sure you shoot when you can hit the target. If you cannot hit the target for whatever reason, it's difficult, just stop shooting.
Yeah, okay.
Still can set up for the flank engagement. You can do that. Just make sure you're fighting the squishes. So see, your idea is also not shoot instantly and poke from far. What you can try to do is if the enemy, they don't know where you are, you can just get as close as you can and then shoot instead of shooting from far, because you have really big spread if you're shooting from far distance. So take your
Yeah,
time.
okay.
Just set up, get the closer, and then shoot. Like now, they're not gonna know where you are. So look to just sneak around. Yeah, you don't have to shoot anything. Just scout who you can shoot though. Yeah, it's time to shoot, I think. Hey, get closer and then shoot, yeah. Yeah. And now you can try to go upstairs. Yeah. And from here, your team can easily see you and heal you. And now, just be careful with poking from far. Yeah. Okay. And now we can leverage the right side building. Just in case, if something happens. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. You want to get closer to shoot, though. We're kind of far, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's challenging, but this is where you, like... Because you're taking time to shoot, you're not gonna get poked before. You have your full HP when engaging. That's okay. The Kiriko. Oh, it's winnable. Your Reinhardt survives. Oh. Can be winnable now. Or maybe not. Maybe you have to reset. Okay, you can set up first. Yeah, pay attention to your trigger discipline. Make sure you shoot when it matters, when you're the closer distances. Yeah, maybe you can blink first towards an enemy and then try to shoot after. Oh, stream just stopped. What happened? Are you there?
Yeah. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Battery critical.
No. Okay. Oh yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, your Steam just stopped, so
Oh okay. Yeah, I couldn't hear you for like the past 10-15 seconds, I think, if you're talking at all.
mm-hmm. Are you still in the game?
Oh yeah,
Oh okay.
they're halfway through last checkpoint.
Okay. I'm not sure the Steam is not working. Oh, now it's working actually. Oh, no, nice.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, see how you're gonna set up an attack still. You can do the same what you did before. Just look at your trigger discipline, and I think should be good. And just in general to practice the trigger discipline, you can do try hard FFA, you can try to do normal deathmatch to just do to practice that. Make sure you're shooting when it matters.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, to be honest, I mainly need to practice my pulse bombs as well.
Pulse bomb,
They're difficult.
it might seem like maybe, but you know, even the best racers, they're not the best at landing the pulse bombs because it's really hard to land actually. So it's not a priority for sure, but you can look to practice that too.
Mhm.
Nice. See how you can set up here still. Yeah, this is good. Make sure most of your blinks are there. Like the general rule is just when we engage, we want to have at least one blink,
Yeah,
so
okay.
you can escape. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is good. Take your time to shoot if you can't land this as well. Like if you
Okay.
see you need to readjust, yeah. Exposed to too many angles, be careful.
Okay. Oh yeah.
This is still winnable. Huh? Oh, maybe you can try to touch. Okay. That was close. Yeah, that's fine. This is a really challenging map to play Tracer on, so that's totally understandable. Also, we did quite good with setting up, just pay attention to your mechanics still, and I think the bigger problem is that we shooting sometimes from really far distance when enemy they doesn't know where you are. They don't know where you are. So what I mean is, I'd say you're shooting from really long range distance. If there's Zenyatta don't know where you are, you're trying to poke him. Now, because you try to poke him from far, what is gonna happen is he knows your location and he starts shooting you. But because he's shooting you at his favorable range and you cannot kill him, because you're fighting really far range, you can't do much damage. So your idea is, if enemies they don't know where you are, then take your time and set up the shortest range fight you can. Yeah, that is the main point with the setup. Yeah, the enemies don't know where you are. Get as close as you can. You can even use your blink sometimes to like close the gap, and then shoot them after. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is really important. You're not just fighting it like really far ranges now. Yeah, you just gotta be utilizing your proper range, effective range, and it's kind of around 5 meters, sort of. It's not just 10 meters. You see the tracer spread is really high if you fight at those ranges. It's just the exception is really if the enemy knows where you are, then you can fight at this range. If they don't know, and then fight at your proper range. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I think let's summarize. What did we mention today so far? What do we want to work on with you?
We end up saying about the position, like the 90 to 180 degrees thing.
Yeah.
We also said about trigger management. Or yeah.
Yeah, trigger discipline. So what is that exactly? How do you practice this?
Just whenever I know I'm gonna miss slightly, just stop shooting and
Mm-hmm.
redo it.
Exactly. And also we mentioned you can look to use the corners in a way so you minimize the threats. So ideally, we want to fight with one target at a time with the tracer. Two, it's the same kind of as Genji. I think we mentioned that, but because you have that mobility, you definitely have the time to also set up those fights too. So do that. You want to be exposed to as less angles as possible, but just one threat at a time. And extremely important is understanding fighting in short range. Fighting in short range includes you going from corner to corner rather than going engaging in the open space, kind of. Yeah, using all your blinks at the open. If you kind of just do that, then there's a big chance you might get randomly hit by something or just intentionally hit. Sometimes we yeah, because you're doing the corners, because you fight in short range, that means you don't want to get poked as much too. Yeah, ideally, like, you want to get as close as you can without getting any damage in your face. Sometimes it can happen, of course, but that's where you can maybe use HP packs, stay alive. Should be good. Okay, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just three things really. Fighting short range, then a lot of small things around that. Second one is flanking, and third one is trigger discipline. Oh yeah, the last one is minimizing the amount of threats. So it's like four things for us today. Okay. I think what we can do later, we can talk about this. So because we mentioned you want to fight the short range, positioning is important. Just understanding your rotations, how your pathing should be looking like. We can talk about that a little bit more. We can also talk about the effective range a little bit more as well. How to like fight at your favorable range even more. I think we mentioned a lot of things already, but still, this can be good. Rotations, effective range, and I think target priority. This can be also the one. From what I saw, the target priority was fine, but we can talk more about that just because, yeah, there have been some times where shooting the other targets would make more sense. It's based on a lot of factors, of course, like what your team can follow, resources, but we can talk more about that. Okay, yeah, so probably target priority map control should be good topic. Yeah, two topics. What do you want to work on more for the next time?
To be honest, I think like I want to get my positioning and that kind of stuff top notch. So yeah.
Yeah.
Gift, that kind of stuff.
So want to work on your positioning, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna mark this. So now summary. Okay. So it's gonna be map control. Give me a second. So just gonna do it this way. Write down in the summary. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you want to work on that, we can even book straight away. We can find a specific time slot which works for you if you want to, so no one else will be able to take it. What do you think?
I was sort of booking it soon because I'm busy saving up for a graphics card at the moment.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally fine. Yeah. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm just asking. Okay. If you're gonna have any questions, then feel free to message me here on Discord as usual, and don't forget, you can also send me timestamp with the question too, so I can look at
Yeah. Okay.
any of the things if there's something you mentioned, anything you struggle with, like from what I mentioned, especially from today's lesson, you can send it to me. Okay,
Yeah.
then do you
Cheers.
have any final questions?
Nope.
No? Okay, then I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
Yeah.